took me a little longer to get the screen up than it generally does.
Hello, I'm Haley Bell, and this is TTRPG News, where we round up the biggest news stories from the previous week and give them to you here, live.
Yes.
You got the first one.
Do I? Okay, I remember. So one of the big things,
We are a well-oiled machine,
if
you
you
guys.
have been a fan, if you've been in the RPG space for a long time, you might remember a game called HeroQuest. HeroQuest has been around for a long time. It is a board game that is in RPG style. There's lots of different quests you can do with it. Well, they are revamping and re-releasing it. So the Kickstarter for the new...
Souls has 2 copies, the OG and 2 expansions.
Oh.
Well, you will be happy about this then.
Yes, well, they are resurrecting it. They're getting it brand new changes, lots of stuff. It is hitting shelves this winter. It started as a Kickstarter back in 2020, so it's been going for a while.
So it started as a Kickstarter in 2020 with Hasbro, and they're finally fulfilling on that Kickstarter. So they're releasing all of the pre-ordered things from 2020, and you can also pre-order the game now as well. So they finally got it in production.
So if it's coming this winter, great Christmas present. Again, people like Souls who have, I've got the original copies. Well, guess what? You can get the new, updated version.
Okay, next up on TTRPG News, who all remembers G4TV? If you lived under a rock,
I remember
would not know who they are. But they just did, okay, that was a little rude of me.
Don't be
If
mean.
you don't know who G4TV is,
well, they disappeared for a bit.
They did disappear for a little bit. It was a cozy rock. It's okay, Soul. Cozy rocks are good.
But was it a pet rock?
So was it a pet rock?
I like pet. Does anyone remember pet rocks?
Lick rock? Was it Grog's Lick Rock? Okay, anyway, so G4TV launched originally in 2004. That was a station that was done by NBC Universal and I think Columbia. And it was all based on gaming culture and gaming in general, and video games and all that kind of jazz. It ended up closing down in 2014 because it was purchased by it was acquired by a different company.
It's been shut down that long?
Since 2014. So it was purchased by a different company. They decided they didn't want to do it anymore.
My age just showed.
And then it is relaunching officially tomorrow. And the big news with all of this is that they are the very first cable network station that has ordered an actual play of D&D. This is huge.
Welcome to cable.
Seriously. And this is one of the things that has spurred our main event discussion this evening. But here's a little bit of detail about the game itself. It's called Invitation to Play. It's the first made-for-television series of a full D&D campaign. A few of the names that are joining are co-founder of Maker Studios, Kasim Gaharib.
We apologize profusely for
I'm really
the butchering
sorry.
of that name.
I practiced these and everything. Gaharaib. Rooster Teeth actress Raina Nova and League of Legends shoutcaster Indiana Black. And B. David Walters has been hooked for the DM.
What doesn't hook him?
Matt Mercer was not available.
Well, this is meant to be the main competitor with Critical
this
Role.
is going to be the main competitor for Critical Role.
This is cable money versus Amazon money.
Which some would say Amazon money is more.
Yep.
Amazon has more money than cable television. But anyway, it's owned by Comcast.
Is it?
So G4TV is now owned by Comcast.
Okay, so you've got big money and big money.
Massive amounts of money on either side of this. But it's really cool. So it launches tomorrow. G4TV launches tomorrow, November 16th. And this show specifically, Invitation to Party, is going to be released November 19th. So Friday. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, figure out from there. And it's going to be on G4's Twitch and YouTube channels. So they are going to be streaming simultaneously on both, which is also something that has previously only been reserved for Critical Role. So it's very interesting. Anyway, Weston.
In our last piece of news, 2 other interesting and important Kickstarters. First off, if you have been in the TTRPG space, there's lots of board games for D&D, but not so much for a lot of the other ones. Well, Pathfinder from Paizo now is going to have a board game. So there will be a board game adventure published by Paizo in the Pathfinder 2nd edition for you to play. So if you are interested in getting, people like, oh, they might be interested, but I don't know if they're ready for an actual like Pathfinder night.
Full on.
This is a great introduction into the system. Going to be a lot more, regimented like it is in a board game. But that is launched now. You can find it on Kickstarter. It's called Pathfinder Arena.
Yeah.
And the other Kickstarter, this one will be bigger for like my indie TTRPGers. I want you to throw in the chat if anyone has played or heard of Morkborg. This is they say a pitch black apocalyptic fantasy RPG about lost souls and fools seeking redemption.
Of course you have souls.
Yes. Yes. Well, they are doing a new series called Cyborg. Cyborg is going to be in a post-apocalyptic but futuristic sci-fi setting with nanobots, more cyberpunk 2077, but by the exact same makers. So that has just gone live 2 days ago, I believe, on Kickstarter.
Just barely.
They already have a mass amount of support, but if you want to get in on that Kickstarter and be able to be one of the first people to get a copy of Cyborg, check them out on Kickstarter. It's SY_Borg.
Yes, it's very exciting. Okay, now for our do you have the sound?
Wait, I said Glass Cannon did a 3-shot recently of what?
They did?
A 3-shot of Morkborg?
Of Morkborg or Cyborg?
Or sorry, yeah, Cyborg? I don't know. Secret
By the way,
Nerd
hi,
Pod,
hi
please
Secret
let me
Nerd
know.
Pod, and hi Archer.
Make my life complete.
We love Glass Cannon, by the way.
But yeah, so these, I believe, and that is by Stockhold Cartel, which I love the name.
I know, and it's Kartell.
Yeah.
Like cartel. It's cute.
So they did Morkborg.
Morkborg.
I will have to go check that out because I've never heard of it before we did this. So I'm a newbie. I'm a baby in
they're
this.
the ones that do all of the weird indie.
They
games.
do, which we love.
Yeah.
So that is, I think, all that we have for the
TTRPG news.
segment.
But now we have. Do you have the sound cue?
I don't. I still have to make this new one.
Sad, you guys. We have a really cool sound cue. Now we have the
Indie Roundup. Do do
Do do do do.
do do.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
listening to him song.
So first up for tonight, you have seen him in the chat. You have seen him on TTRPG Twitter. His name is Souls. His handle is Souls Rolls, and he has a new GM. Okay, I'm just gonna read it. I'm gonna stop trying to do my own thing. Okay, Wayfarer Redemption is an indie GM-less solo sci-fi tragedy TTRPG that allows you to emulate movies like Sunshine, The Martian, Event Horizon, or even Red Dwarf. It's available on Ko-Fi and Itch tomorrow. And let me get that link.
Let's drop that link in the chat.
Is it? Oh, there it is an S. Okay.
Bam.
So go over there, follow, and be ready to purchase this. We actually got an early copy. I don't think I ever told you
You
that.
didn't tell me this. I am angry
We
and
got an early
offended.
copy
You sleep on the
and-
couch tonight.
You guys, let's be honest. He's not capable of kicking me out of the couch. I'm taller than him.
I'm bigger.
We got an early copy, and I got to look through it and kind of see that. I mean, it is so much fun. You guys are gonna freaking love it. If you like to play solo games, and sometimes I like to because I like creativity and mind things, and if you're that type of individual, this will be a perfect thing for you. So go check him out over there. Next up, Oh, yes, and you can also use the coupon Party of 2 RPG for 20% off.
Don't
Thank you,
forget
Souls.
that.
Don't forget about that. Yeah, I forgot to add that in. Okay. Next up, Carrie Rowland. Carrie Rowland. He, incredible artist, has some wonderful Pathfinder 2nd edition things that he is creating, and it is all available right now But let me explain to you what it is, because I realized I said that without actually explaining what it is.
Yep.
He's creating 31 all-new creature stat lines and creature blocks. Lore that's going to help fit into the game, spells, items, and PC options to reward your players with. This is a really big deal for those in the Pathfinder community, because Pathfinder does not get as much attention, and so does not get nearly as many things
Homebrew
made
stuff.
for them.
Yeah,
Homebrew stuff. So this is really cool. I got a chance to kind of look through all this stuff. It is incredible. The stats are wonderful. There's a lot of thought put into this. This wasn't just thrown together. So if you play Pathfinder, or you're interested in playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, go check out this stuff, and you can kind of get a taste for the things that are available. All right, next up, C4. Okay, I'm gonna do better and do the that first.
Do the that
first. Okay, so C4 is a manufacturer and an incredible producer of dice trays. Okay, you guys, I kind of fell in love with these to the point where I kind of wanted to just like pull out my credit card, and I didn't though, because my husband would have been mad at me. But they currently have a dice tray that they are doing for Kickstarter. It's made in the USA. It's big. I think it's 11 inches across. It's a combination of maple, walnut ebony, and Brazilian cherry woods with vegan leather. And it also has little dice holders on the side, so your dice can have a little seat and watch as its friends get rolled across the dice tray. That's what it made me think
It's
of.
now stadium seating in your dice tray.
But you can go check out their Kickstarter. It is incredible quality, you guys. It is so beautiful. If you're into dice trays, which like we are, I actually made our dice trays because we needed some, but I kind of would like, I had dice tray envy, I'll be honest. Anyway, but you can go check out them. They are gorgeous. There's 22 days left for the Kickstarter. Go over and support them because they're awesome. All right, next up, Fires of Athlin. So I'm just going to read this because I'm not going to go off script.
Don't go off script.
Fires of Athlin is in its own right a new D20 TTRPG that boosts a dynamic, authentic, classless, and level character development system. A gritty, authentic, fast-paced combat system that brings a new level of strategy and tactics to sword swinging in the D20 genre. Plus, a unique magic system that literally allows you to create magic at the tabletop from the depths of your imagination. This is the cool thing about this one.
Okay, talk to me. Sell me on it.
They are doing a 12-hour charity stream of this game on November 20th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern to in aid of. I don't know how to say this. I think Su2C. SU2C. I don't know what it is. I'm really sorry. I forgot to look it up. Anyway, they're doing this really awesome thing, and the charity stream is like 12 hours, and it's like freaking incredible. They stream 3 days a week, and please go support them in their efforts.
I want to check this out.
I know, it's really, really cool. So let me put in. Oh, I forgot to do this one. There you go. So there is their Twitter or Twitch, their Twitch. So go over and check them out. Give them a follow. Next up, we have two more. We did an extra long indie roundup
this week.
Because last week we didn't do any.
True.
So, second to last, but definitely not second to least, is the Mara comic. If any of you guys have been paying attention to TTRPG self-promo Saturday on Twitter, this comic book is incredible. They put out so much quality, beautiful illustrations for this thing, and it's like free, and you can go in and look at it. So it's the first comic created by Stuffed Rock Studio about a titular character named Mara. You can follow her adventures that takes her from a little fishing village to the far reaches of the world.
Bum, bum, bum.
Anyway, the illustrations are absolutely incredible. Go check them out. You can start at the very beginning of the comic book and just watch or read them all the way through on their website.
Ooh, that's fun.
Very cool. And then I think patrons get on their Patreon get the
additional
stuff
content
early. So yeah. Anyway, Okay, last but definitely not least.
You're excited about this one?
I am excited about this one. Is Archer. This amazing artist from within the TTRPG community, it like totally blows me away. They don't have as many followers as they definitely should, so please go and follow them on Twitter. They're currently opening, they have commissions open, but there is a wait list, so if you are interested in their artwork, please go over and get on their waitlist. They absolutely love to work with TTRPG books, designing races, creating items, working on characters. TTRPG is their thing, and they are super into being co-creative with other creators within the community. So go check them out. They have a Ko-fi and a Twitter, so go give them a follow. And that is it for today's TTRPG news.
Today's TTRPG news has been brought to you by us Googling things.